Hello everyone, welcome to a personalized episode of Enlighten. Today, we'll explore the clever tactics startups use to test their ideas, delve into the latest advancements in automotive technology and electric vehicles, and examine innovative research in climate science and its impact on energy policies. Join us as we navigate the intersection of entrepreneurship, sustainability, and scientific discovery. Atmospheric rivers, ARs, are key drivers of extreme precipitation events, yet their detection via satellite has been limited due to missing wind data. Researchers have now developed a novel method that approximates three-dimensional wind fields from satellite temperature distributions, enabling the creation of the first near-global AR dataset derived from satellite observations. This new method allows scientists to automatically detect ARs globally in real time, providing a more accurate view of these weather systems. The dataset also reveals that previous AR analyses overestimated AR frequency, but underestimated precipitation intensity. This breakthrough offers potential improvements for the representation of ARs in climate models and reanalyses, with implications for understanding and predicting extreme weather patterns. As satellite technology advances, this approach could yield even more precise AR statistics. In the Caribbean, a massive seaweed problem, emitting toxic hydrogen sulfide gas and affecting tourism, may help in carbon removal efforts. James Niffenegger's research at the National Renewable Energy Laboratory, funded by the U.S. Department of Energy, investigates various marine carbon capture and storage methods. These include seaweed and microalgae farming, artificial upwelling, and sinking seaweed for long-term carbon storage. The study also explores electrochemical methods for carbon capture, producing useful byproducts like hydrogen and chlorine gas. Offshore energy technologies, particularly wind turbines and marine energy devices, are highlighted as key to powering these carbon removal methods. This approach is critical to meet global warming targets, aiming to remove 3 to 7 billion tons of carbon per year by 2050. Niffenegger's study emphasizes the potential synergy between marine energy and carbon dioxide removal technologies, highlighting the urgent need to employ innovative strategies in the fight against climate change. Next, we'll be discussing the shifting dynamics in California's solar industry. California's solar industry, a leader in American solar capacity for over a decade, faces new challenges. The California Public Utilities Commission's decision to shift from retail rate net metering to a net billing structure has slashed the value of rooftop solar credits by approximately 75%. This abrupt policy change is anticipated to cause a 40% drop in California's residential solar market by 2024 and a 25% decrease in the commercial rooftop sector from 2024 to 2025. Texas is expected to surpass California in annual solar installations from 2024 to 2028. The Solar Energy Industries Association, SEIA, is advocating for policy adjustments to support the solar and storage sectors. Recent CPUC rules further disincentivize energy exports to the grid, threatening jobs and California's clean energy progress. SEIA is pushing for policy reversals to bolster solar and storage adoption to meet California's 2030 clean energy goals, including incentives and reducing interconnection delays. State regulators are urged to avoid imposing new monthly fixed charges on electric bills, as SEIA calls for support to navigate and sustain the industry in this new policy landscape. And now pivot our discussion towards automotive news. The 2025 Ford Explorer boasts significant tech upgrades with a quintupled onboard computing power and 14-fold increase in graphics processing. Parked gamers can use Bluetooth controllers for Android games, and there's improved Vivaldi web browsing with Bluetooth keyboard support. The vehicle offers 5G connectivity for up to 10 devices and high-resolution screens, including a 13.2-inch infotainment display and a 12.3-inch digital cluster. Ford's Blue Cruise 1.2 semi-autonomous driving is now available, with subscription options after a 90-day trial. Design updates include new grills, LED lights, fascias, wheel designs, and interior options with reduced build combinations for easier ordering. Performance options range from a 300 horsepower 2.3-liter EcoBoost to a 400 horsepower 3.0-liter V6, both with a reprogrammed 10-speed automatic transmission. Towing is supported with a standard Class 3 hitch. Orders are open with deliveries expected in early summer 2024, starting at $41,220 for the active trim. Toyota is both advancing and impeding vehicle electrification. The Toyota Prius, a hybrid, has been popular for its fuel efficiency despite lackluster performance. Toyota's strategy involves using smaller batteries for numerous hybrids rather than fewer EVs, a short-term approach criticized for lacking scalability. Toyota's messaging, including claims of self-charging EVs, has also faced scrutiny. However, Toyota's hybrid sales are strong, comprising nearly a third of their total sales. The upcoming 2025 Camry will be exclusively hybrid, potentially pushing Toyota's electrified vehicle share to over 40%. Many consumers favor hybrids over internal combustion engine cars due to skepticism about EVs. Hybrids serve as a transition, familiarizing owners with electric technology. Toyota's gradual hybridization is preparing its supply chain for an eventual shift to EVs. Despite resistance, the company has been slow to embrace EVs fully and continues to invest in hydrogen fuel cells, lobby against EV acceleration laws, and overpromise on solid-state battery technology. Toyota's first EV, the BZ4X, has been met with disappointment, contrasting their successful hybrid models. The company's future in markets rapidly adopting EVs, like China and Europe, remains uncertain. Up next, we're turning our attention to advancements in eVTOL and flying cars. The Aleph Aeronautics Model A, an electric vehicle flying car prototype, was presented at the 2023 North American International Detroit Auto Show. It's designed for vertical liftoffs and can travel 200 miles in the air or 110 miles on the road per charge. eVTOLs, electric vertical takeoff and landing vehicles, are the technical term for these innovations, poised between cars and helicopters. NASA introduced the Puffin concept in 2009, inspiring startups and established firms. Despite setbacks like Kitty Hawk's closure and Vertical Aerospace's VX4 crash, the industry remains hopeful, with small companies like Joby, Aeromobile, and Volocopter leading the way and targets to commercialize by 2025. Joby Aviation, a frontrunner, received FAA approval for test flights and aims for affordable air taxi services. The company is investing in a new factory in Dayton, Ohio, planning to produce hundreds of eVTOLs annually starting in 2025. Aleph Aeronautics, following its Detroit reveal, has nearly 2,800 Model A orders and is targeting a production start in 2025 or 2026, with hopes to reduce costs from $300,000 to $35,000 per unit. Aeromobile, meanwhile, combines automotive and aerospace expertise, though its implementation may be less convenient than vertical takeoff models. While we witness advancements in automotive and aviation, let's also consider how startups use MVPs to turn their innovative ideas into products that truly connect with consumers. What happens when you're at the helm of a startup with a brilliant idea, but you're not quite sure how to bring that idea to life in a way that resonates with your target audience? That's where minimum viable products, or MVPs, come into play in the lean startup methodology. But how do you choose the right MVP approach for your startup? Today, we'll explore two fascinating MVP strategies: Wizard of Oz prototyping and concierge testing. Which one will be the secret to your success? Let's pull back the curtain on Wizard of Oz prototyping first. This method gets its name from the famous scene where the great and powerful Oz turns out to be just a man behind a curtain. Similarly, in this approach, what appears to be a seamless, technologically advanced product is, in reality, powered by humans behind the scenes. This technique was cleverly adopted by companies like Aardvark, which connected question askers with experts, and Cardmunch, which manually transcribed business cards. The illusion of technology was artfully maintained by the diligent work of actual people. The user experience with Wizard of Oz prototyping is quite fascinating. Users interact with what they believe to be a fully functional product, not realizing that their experience is slightly delayed due to the human element. This creates a close to authentic feel of the intended final product, though not without its limitations. And it's interesting to note how willing we often are to accept these limitations when we know there's a personal touch involved. Now let's switch gears to concierge testing. This approach is more transparent about its human-powered nature. It's similar to the personal attention you'd receive from a hotel concierge. Companies like Wealthfront and Food on the Table embrace this method by providing their services manually. Imagine the personalized experience of sitting with a financial planner who uses just a pen and paper to chart your financial future, or having someone accompany you to the grocery store to help plan your meals. Here, technology takes a back seat to human interaction. The distinction is clear. With concierge testing, users are fully aware they're receiving human assistance. This knowledge can significantly enhance the user experience because of the inherent value we place on human connection. Yet, it's also crucial to recognize that there are times when we might prefer the discretion and privacy that technology can offer over human interaction, like when searching for sensitive health information online. What's particularly intriguing about these two approaches is their research and experimental implications. Wizard of Oz prototyping is excellent for testing solution hypotheses quickly and efficiently in a simulated environment. It's an evaluative experiment that focuses on user experience without the need for fully developed tech. On the flip side, concierge testing can sometimes produce biased results due to its heavy reliance on human input. However, it excels when the solution isn't clearly defined, as it allows for idea generation and a consultative approach. Before the lean startup methodology became a buzzword, consulting firms were already employing a similar strategy to what we now call concierge testing. By manually performing tasks for clients, consultants could refine their understanding of what an automated solution might require and identify the essential features needed without necessarily validating the solution itself. Thanks for tuning in to today's episode of Innovation Pulse. If you enjoyed our insights and are eager to learn more, the Enlighten Me app is just a tap away. Expand your knowledge with personalized content on over 20 diverse topics, from crypto to health and beyond, all curated to fit your interests. Download the Enlighten Me app now at the Apple Store or Google Play, or visit the enlightenme.ai website. Stay curious, stay enlightened.